AI UGC ads are changing the advertisement landscape forever. Companies are already pulling in millions of dollars with AI-generated ads like this.
Why do most smartwatches look like computers strapped to your wrist? I wanted something that actually looked good. Then I found the Pulse Pro. It's sleek, titanium.
However, this technology is still new, and the results are usually not that great. And on top of that, the AI UGC ad generators are super expensive. So you may literally have to pay hundreds or even thousands of dollars just to get a chance for the AI to give you the desired output. That's not what you want. So recently I discovered a way for you to create controllable, realistic, and cheap AI UGC ads that look just awesome. For instance, look at this one that I just created. I didn't expect a smartwatch to actually help me stay focused. I used to grab my phone every 5 minutes and lose track of time. Then I tried this one and it tracks my workouts, messages, and even reminds me to stand up. And now let me show you a step-by-step guide on how to do the same. And the platform we're using today is called OpenArt. This one allows you to do everything from creating the images all the way to doing the lip syncs and the B-rolls, and everything happens in this one platform. And if you want to follow along and try it out, make sure to check the link in the description. You'll find a 10% discount there as well. So, step number one is to define your ad concept. So before you create anything, you need to just clarify what are you promoting, who is it for, and what transformation or benefit are you showing. And just an example, in this guide I will use smartwatch. So the product is AI powered smartwatch. The audience is professional and fitness enthusiasts. And then the core message is just to stay healthy and connected without relying on your phone. Then as the next step, you need to write or use AI to create a relatable UGC style advertisement script. So keep it casual and authentic and under 30 seconds. And your goal is to sound like a relatable and authentic person. So this is not supposed to sound like an advertisement. So you can throw all of that out the window. So just as an example, here is a script that I came up with. I didn't expect a smartwatch to actually help me stay focused. I used to grab my phone every 5 minutes and lose track of time. And then I tried this one. It tracks my workouts, messages, and even reminds me to stand up. The battery lasted a full week and it still looks like a regular watch. If you're trying to be more organized, just get this one. And to make it sound more natural, use words like honestly, you know, or I didn't think it would work, or something like that. So this is not supposed to be squeezed into a short ad. This is supposed to be like a conversation between you and your audience. And then we get to actual work. So let's create our talking head image in OpenArt. So now we're about to create a character. This is the main character for this AI UGC advertisement. And this basically means you need a realistic and friendly image to serve as your on-screen actor. And now let me show you how to do this. So first of all, head over to openart.ai. And once you're here, as a first step, head over to here where it says image. And now it is time to use one of these AI image generator models to create your main character. And I recommend doing Dream 4.0 because in my experience, it's right now the best AI image generator. And then you can use a prompt like this, for example, a casual selfie of a 28-year-old man wearing a smartwatch, soft daylight, realistic, slightly messy home background, realistic skin texture, slight smile, phone camera style, authentic, realistic vibe, regular looking dude, not an advertisement. So that is important. You don't want to create a supermodel here. You don't want to create something that people can't relate to. Once you have created your prompt, just copy paste it here in the prompt section. And then one thing you don't want to forget is to tweak the output settings. So right now it is going to produce you a square, but what you want to do is you want to create a tall version since we're going to post this on these short form platforms. And also here you can choose how many images you want to create. For example, we can do 4 to get some variability. Right now I'm going to save you some time by just showing these images that I created earlier with this exact same workflow and prompt. So here we have the image number 1, the image number 2, the image number 3, and the image number 4. And I think this looks the best. The home is clearly messy. This is a regular dude, and he has the smartwatch on his hand. So let's just hit download and use this as our main character. Then as the next step, you want to create those videos that will support your AI UGC advertisement. So it is pretty boring if you have somebody talking this entire script out loud without basically doing anything other than just talking with the watch in their hands. So this is going to make the video much more enjoyable and much more watchable. So just an example, for this smartwatch advertisement, you might want to create something like this. A close-up of the watch glowing on a wrist. And I have already done this with this prompt. So create a close-up image of this wristwatch in this man's hands. And then I do this by going to OpenArt back again. Then we choose the nano banana model. I will copy paste the prompt here. And I will drag and drop the image of the character into this view so that the AI actually keeps the character consistent and it looks like him in every single one of these scenes. And here are the results. As you can see, he still looks exactly like the original photo, and these images look pretty good to me as well. I think this one is my favorite because it's taken from the same spot as the first one, and here the person is clearly showing the watch. So we can download this one. Then don't just create one of these, but create at least 3 to 4. And this depends on the advertisement length. So if you only have like 12 seconds, maybe 2 is enough, but mine is like 20 seconds. So I will do 4 just to not make anyone bored watching the advertisement. As another example, I created a person jogging outdoors checking their watch. And to do this, I just entered this prompt. So this person jogging outdoors checking their watch in a realistic non-advertisement like way. Authentic and relatable regular dude outside on a decent weather. So I don't want anything to look like an advertisement again. I'm going to come back here. I copy paste the prompt here. I still use the nano banana model. I drop the character and I hit create once again. And here are the images that the AI created for me with this prompt. I'm going to choose this one because this looks like UGC content. This looks like a regular good old, hey friend, can you take a quick picture of me type of thing. And then I created a couple more similar style images. So I created this desktop view where the smartwatch is on the table, and then I also created an image where this main character is scrolling their smartwatch. And now it is time to turn these images into videos. And as the very first step, let me actually open up this. We're going to generate the voice and the lip sync for the AI UGC advertisement. So we're going to take our main character right here, and we're going to go to OpenArt back again, and we're going to choose video on the left hand side, and then we choose lip sync video. And now what we can do here, it actually spoils it because you already saw what happened, but what we're going to do here is we're going to drag and drop the image into the view, and then you should also have the speech available. So you're going to drag and drop the audio clip into this view. And now in case you're wondering how on earth do you turn this script into an audio, you have a couple of options. So first of all, you can go to a tool like 11 Labs and just choose the text to speech editor and copy paste your script here and hit generate speech. But the problem with this one is that it sounds a bit too good actually. It sounds like studio quality audio. So in my opinion, the better option is to just have somebody speak it out loud. For example, that's exactly what I did. So I just spoke this script right here into the microphone right here. Whatever the way you do this with is, then just drag and drop the audio here and then choose one of these lip sync video models. As you can see, right now I'm using OpenArt Lip Sync because I think it's good enough, and it only costs me, for example, 315 credits. But if you, for instance, use Creatify Aurora, you might get a bit better results, but it will cost you 1,600 credits. So this is going to be a lot more costly. So at least experiment with OpenArt Lip Sync at first. And then you can also give an optional script for what this person should do while they are speaking. But I have figured out that it confuses the AI a bit unless it is very basic and simple. So I'm just going to create it. And now here's what the result looks like. I didn't expect a smartwatch to actually help me stay focused. I used to grab my phone every 5 minutes and lose track of time. Then I tried this one and it tracks my workouts, messages, and even reminds me to stand up. The battery lasted for a full week and it still looks like a regular watch. If you're trying to be more organized, just get this one. That is awesome, but now the problem is that first of all, it is way too boring and way too long, and it's not like that clearly demonstrating the watch. Also, there were some very weird glitches. For example, the hand went through the air and went through the skin in a very strange fashion. So obviously we don't want to show stuff like that in an advertisement. And now to fix this issue, we just created this couple of images that I showed you in the earlier step. And now we're going to turn these images into videos. So we're going to overlay these videos on top of this guy speaking. And doing that is once again super easy when you're using OpenArt. So just head over to video and then choose the image to video option from the list. And once again, there are so many different AI image to video generator models right now. Some of these are very expensive, some of them are very new and almost in like a beta mode, and some of them are very strong and not too expensive. And one of these models is called Kling 2.5. So this one only costs 100 credits to turn one image into a short 5-second clip. And that's exactly what we're going to do right now. So first of all, let's drop this image into the view where the guy is showcasing the smartwatch in his hands. And once again, you don't necessarily need to create this detailed script or anything, because the AI probably understands what's happening in this image, but you can tell it's something simple if you want. And then just hit create. And for example, this is the video that I got for this image. And I did the same with all these other images as well. So for example, the jogging image, I can show you it as a comparison here on the side. This one turned into a short clip like this. And then we also have the clip where the guy is scrolling through the messages. And there's the steaming coffee cup clip as well. And now we're very close to the final result. So now all you need to do is just download all these clips right here. And once you have done that, it is time to open up a video editor, and any regular basic free video editor will do here. So for instance, I am using iMovie on my Mac. Then just drag and drop the whole speech clip over here and cut out the silent parts. And then drag and drop the B-roll videos or these overlay videos on top of the view. And now the video will look something like this. I didn't expect a smartwatch to actually help me stay focused. I used to grab my phone every 5 minutes and lose track of time. Then I tried this one and it tracks my workouts, messages, and even reminds me to stand up. The battery lasted for a full week and it still looks like a regular watch. If you're trying to be more organized, just get this one. That's actually pretty good already, but some of these video clips didn't align well. So for instance, here I was talking about grabbing my phone and it was already showing me jogging somewhere. So maybe let's do it like this. Let's make this one appear a bit afterwards. And this ending was good if you're trying to stay organized, and it's showing like a computer and a coffee mug and some papers and stuff like that. So I think that's cool. Let's watch it again. I didn't expect a smartwatch to actually help me stay focused. I used to grab my phone every 5 minutes and lose track of time. Then I tried this one and it tracks my workouts, messages, and even reminds me to stand up. Battery lasted for a full week and it still looks like a regular watch. If you're trying to be more organized, just get this one. And I would say that's pretty much it. Now, obviously, as you can see, the problem here is that there's some uncanniness going on. So if you pay close attention to the word spoken, you can see that the lips are not moving exactly as they should. And also, as I said, the audio is a bit problematic because it sounds like it's been recorded by a microphone, even though it is not recorded in a studio by a microphone. So you obviously need to come up with a way to get an authentic sounding clip as well.